Merhaba değerli izleyenler. Artık basketbol sezonunda, özellikle Euroleague'de sezonun en heyecanlı dönemi geldi. Playoff'lar öncesinde Fenerbahçe Beko'lu oyuncular bugün konuğumuz olacak. İlk konuğumuzsa Devon. Devon, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. Devon, after 3 years with Milan, you almost finished with Fenerbahçe, with the first season. But the most important part is still ahead of you. How is it going so far?
Good. I think obviously we finished second for the EuroLeague for this season. So I think in all rights as a successful regular season. So, but like you said, the most important part is coming. So preparing now for playoffs.
Besides the court, how is it going for you and for your family? Is Istanbul and the team is what you expected to be?
I think it's interesting. You can't necessarily prepare for Istanbul because it's a very different place than anywhere else, especially like with the amount of people and like the traffic. But it's been great to shorten it up. It's been great. My wife is pregnant, so we're expecting a baby in June. So just preparing in those ways. But it's been an exciting year so far with that news as well as basketball.
I hope you face he or she.
He.
I hope he will be healthy and your wife will be healthy.
Thank you.
That's a good news.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure Nicolo helped you here.
Of course.
But who else was your bestie, or who else make you adapt here?
I think not necessarily one person that I necessarily clung to, but I think just talking to everybody, just asking questions and figure out, the dynamic of the organization, or even Istanbul itself. Okay, where are good restaurants? Where can I get this? Even my wife, they have a close knit group of wives that she could ask questions for just for anything, any daily things. But this group has been good to bring everybody in and just learn. Most importantly, just learn each other, get as close as possible, and hopefully that carries on to the floor.
You worked with Üçer Messina. Now you're playing with Şenos Yaskevicius. How is your relationship with him?
With which
Şenos.
It's been good. I think I come from Messina, who's a demanding coach, and then you come to Sharas, who's demanding as well. So that kind of Messina helped me get prepared for this. But no, I think our relationship is fine. Communicate on and off the floor. So it's been fine. It's been good. It's definitely a different dynamic walking into. But once you figure out what he wants and how to play your game within that, then I think you're okay.
Alongside Wade, you are one of the key players at the backcourt defense. Also, you take responsibility in the critical moments in offense. Especially after Scotty's injury, I assume that your responsibility has been increased. What can you say about your role in the team?
I think the most important part, to that question anyway, is trying to find out where you can put value into the team. So for my situation is I can play a couple different positions, guard multiple positions. So it's okay, you you assess the team. All right, where can I put my value into the team? And I think obviously, like you said, on defense is going to be me taking responsibility on some of the best guys and trusting our system. And then on the offensive end, it's being aggressive, staying aggressive, and finding your moments. Okay, if I got it going, I go. But somebody else has it going, find him. But just taking responsibility in those ways.
At the beginning of the season, you suffered an injury, but it seems like the recovery period is better than expected.
Yeah.
How did that time go?
Well, first off, I'm grateful to God that I was able to heal fast. But I think obviously in the physical therapists on the team, they helped me. I work day and night on it, even at home working on it. But obviously it was my hand, and the bone healed faster than a normal. I still had some mechanical issues and stiffness while I was still playing. I think my first game was around a month. I played at Barcelona, and I still, was not 100%. And so, but I mean, it was a critical moment of the season, and we needed guys. So I was like, okay, I can do what I can.
At that time, the team had some troubles. You were missing, Wade was missing, Scotty was missing, and Marco and Arthur's got responsibility. What can you say about their role at that time?
Yeah, I think it speaks to the depth of the team, and one guy goes down, another guy steps up. So like hats off to both of those guys for staying ready and being ready, especially this being Arthur's first year in the EuroLeague, but he's one of the toughest guys I know. He gets beat up all the time, but he keeps getting back up and he keeps going. And then Marco, obviously, he's a veteran in this league, and he's having a hell of a season. So
maybe I need to ask Eric's join in the team.
Yeah.
What can you say about him?
One of a kind guy, man. I always joke with Eric, and I always say he doesn't see a shot he doesn't like, but he is a machine when it comes to putting the ball in the rim. And at that time when we got him, we really needed it. And he brought a spark, and he's a joy to be around. He's always talking, laughing, making jokes. So he brings that dynamic to our team too.
As a team, you had a significant, let's say, upswing, let's say in January and February. Which games or which series made that upswing?
Tough question to actually answer. I don't know if I can answer that one. I would have to actually sit down and really think. I can't answer that right off the bat. Yeah, sorry.
But I'm sure there are things that change the momentum.
Preparation, probably. I think preparing the right way. Things don't just happen overnight when it comes to teams winning games and multiple games. You get into a rhythm of playing. Guys get into rhythms of playing and start playing really well. And Marco and obviously Nigel, they were playing well. And then you have the addition of Eric scoring the ball really well. So I think these guys got into a really good rhythm. And then you have a supporting cast with it. So you just find the rhythm. I think that's the most important thing.
You're doing very well in the Turkish league. You won the Turkish Cup, and in the EuroLeague you finished in the second place, and the playoffs are ahead of you. Are you excited?
Very much so. Very much so. It's the best time of the year. Why not? Best time of the year.
What will you say about the matchup? Paris is the opponent, and they have scorers like Hifi and TJ Shorts. And what will be the key for the series?
Obviously, transition defense. They play very fast basketball, and they have a significant, very specific, style they play. So not necessarily getting caught up and playing their style, the very high speed, high pace game, and shooting fast, but try to play our basketball, slowing guys down. So that'll be important for us.
But actually, you know them very well because you played against them twice in the last month. I guess you missed one game in summer because of the illness, right? But you know the opponent very well.
Yeah. So you have your scout report, and you look at old games you played, see what worked, see what didn't, and then you go to the drawing board and try to maximize things that worked well, and then cut down on the things that didn't.
Devon, you achieved many things in European basketball, but Final Four is a missing part.
Correct, yes.
And Final Four is ahead 3 wins. How does it feel?
This is obviously it's a thing that all European basketball players want to achieve, get to the Final Four and get a chance to play in the championship. But got a series first, so got to play Paris and win that series and then go from there. So I think it's important to stay where we are and stay in the moment, try to focus on that first.
Game by game.
Game by game, that's it.
Okay, lastly, there's a debate about who the MVP will be.
I'm not the right person to ask. I'll take because I'm gonna go with my teammate.
Okay. I'm gonna ask about him, of course.
Of course.
There are names: Vezenko, Shorts, none, but Nigel is a strong candidate.
Yeah.
What will you say about him?
I'm gonna go with my teammates. So for sure, like I think if you watch him play and how he affects the game on both sides of the ball, his versatility, his work ethic, and his commitment to he's extremely driven. I mean, I'm sure you know Nigel well, but extremely driven. He's a joy to be around, an easy player to play with. And yeah, I'm going to go with my teammate. No question about it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah.
Good luck, and I hope you all will be healthy to end the playoffs, and I hope to see you again before the Final Four.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Değerli izleyenler, ikinci konuğumuz da Nicolo Melli. Nicolo, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Everything's fine. You?
I'm fine, thank you. Nicolo, actually, I want to start with this. We've talked about it at our pre-season interview. Also, I've congratulated you, but I need to say again, congratulations for your second child. You become the second time father
Yes.
on December. How is it going with two children? Does she sleep?
We actually are very lucky. We also were very lucky with the first daughter. Also, the second one is a daughter. They are great kids. They sleep. And so,
Thank God.
yes. And plus my wife, she's an amazing mother. And let's say my routine was able to stay the same even with the second daughter coming in.
Nicolo, this is your second time in Istanbul and in Fenerbahçe. Is it a little different from the first time about the city and also for the organization?
Yeah, for sure. It changed something. You know, I think year from year it changes, and now I think 5 years away. It changed, the organization changed a little bit. You know, the people in the office are a little bit different. The coaching staff is basically all different. Also, how the locker room, the logistic is a little bit different from when I was here.
Also, Ataşehir is different.
Ataşehir is different, but we were living in Ataşehir, my wife and I, plus it was just me and my wife. Now it's me, my wife, and two daughters, and we are living a little bit outside in Çekmeköy. So it changed a little bit, you know, like before we were going out for dinner, now we need to go to sleep early because we have two daughters. So life changed, but I think traffic got worse. If I have to tell you, it was already very bad, but I think now is worse. But it changed, but more or less is what we left. And as I said already at the beginning of the season, we are very happy to be back here.
Do people still confuse you with Melih on the sidelines? Because when I sit nearby the bench at the games, when coach calls Melih, sometimes
yes.
I can't get it. Do they still confuse?
Yeah, sometimes, but now I'm more Nico and he's more Melih, so we kinda avoid that problem. But it happens already a couple times. Yeah, I mean, with such a similar name, it's normal that they confuse us.
Also, how is it going without Gigi?
Very good. Very good. Finally. The only problem is when he finally retired, I was like, okay, now I'm free from him. No, he works for the national team. So during the year I'm fine. Now in summer he's gonna disturb me. But
he is also like manager.
Yes, disaster. Honestly, it's terrible. Plus, I know Gigi very well because we were roommates for many years, not only here in Fener, but also in the national team. And him, taking care of the bureaucracy and the organization, and I know how not organized it is, unorganized it is. Let's see how this summer will go.
Okay, by the way, I heard that you came from your Milan trip with a suitcase full of biscuits.
Yes.
You still miss Milan?
I mean, I miss Italy. Like I miss every place I played because I had as I was missing Istanbul before coming back, because every place I've been to has a special place in my heart. We always had a good time. What I miss mostly about Italy are these biscuits, and you cannot find them in Istanbul. You cannot find them. And so I was there, and I went with just one handbag, and I came back with 3 big luggages.
Okay.
And all of them were full of biscuits. But don't say it to our nutritionist.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're with too much calories. I know them.
Yeah, but they are for my daughters.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
One cannot eat, but...
Yes. Okay.
Okay, you worked with Žaljko.
Yes.
You worked with Ettore Messina,
Yes.
and now it's Chernos Jaskevičius.
Yes, I just follow a very easy path. Yes.
How is it different? And how is your relationship with him?
But I mean, all of these coaches are very demanding.
Devon said it too.
Yeah, no, very demanding. They always, aim to be the best. They push the team to be the best. There are a lot of similarities, but of course there are also some differences. What I can say is, with all of them, there is only one thing that really matters: is winning. You need to do whatever it takes to win. There is no game that you can take it easy. They truly embrace the philosophy of the team they represent. They always, they feel always very responsible about the organization, and they want the best for the organization. So is with all of them, it is always challenging. But I mean, if you wanna succeed, it's also normal that you have this kind of pressure.
You are having a very consistent season in terms of appearance on the court. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid of Nazar, so I won't give any numbers or statistics. But how can you keep going? How can you be so consistent?
Well, let's say there is a lot of space for improvement. This is how I see it every time I can. I always very critic with myself. I can do better, and I can help more the team. What I can say is just I try to help the team to again achieve the goals we have, and I try to adapt to the game, to the opponents, to my teammates. I have a slightly different role than my first time here, but this is also what experience gives you. Try to adapt. But again, as I said, the beginning of this answer, there is a lot of space for improvement.
In the Turkish league, you are leading the league, and as a team,
as a team,
and it's like you're going to end it like in the first place. Almost you are there, but also you won the Turkish Cup, finished the EuroLeague regular season in second place. It's quite a solid season, right?
So far, yes, but you know that now from mid-April till mid-June, end of June, everything can change very quickly. You can have a very solid season, which is not easy to have, which you should not take for granted. But let's say this kind of solid season put you in a better position to make the last sprint, let's say, So we ran 3/4 of the marathon. Now we need to have a better pace and try to finish well both competition in which we are.
There are lots of changes in the front court rotation, actually. There was Samanic, and then Boban was here, Kem was added. Then Boban went and Bango replaced him. How can you describe this period of time? Because it's a lot of change, and there are lots of critics for the big man rotation. But as an experienced player, what can you say about what you achieved?
I mean, yeah, we had changes, we had injuries, we had, the season is long, everything can happen. What you said before, we had a solid season so far, and also through all these changes and, let's say, difficulties that are part of a season. If you see also other teams, they've all been through more or less the same path. So EuroLeague is adding games, Turkish League is always more competitive. So it's normal that you have changes, normal you have injuries. Again, you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to, at the same time, perform. But again, now I think this is the team. There cannot be any more changes. What has been done has been done. Now we need to look forward, and as I said, give the last push to try to do something special. Because we fought a lot during the season to be in a good position, and now is the moment where you need to push again.
You're gonna face Paris in the playoffs. You beat them twice this season, but they were very tough games. They are playing with high pace. What will be the key for the series?
Again, we need to impose our style, our physicality. They are very physical, very quick. We should not be falling in the trap of playing their style, because they are amazing at their style. For sure, there are going to be changes. The games we play against them were very tough games. But again, it's playoff, so it doesn't matter which is the opponent. The level is the maximum level possible in EuroLeague. For sure, Paris had a very special season, and they are a very particular team. But again, we have the home court advantage. We need to take care of it. We need to defend it, and try, to play our basketball.
You're one of the leaders of the team, and also one of the experienced players in the team. What will be the key to reach the end?
Well, let's say to reach the Final Four first.
Okay.
Nothing is again playoff. The playoffs end when one team wins 3 games. So till one team doesn't win 3 games, the playoffs are now over. So it doesn't matter what happened. You need to stick together through ups and downs. Be able again to adapt, to be flexible, to make adjustments through the playoffs. To keep calm. But also at the same time be decisive, be aggressive, and be confident in what we have done so far. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy even for Paris to play against us. It's not just us against them. It's both way. But one game at a time, nothing too much ahead, and we prove and we have everything to achieve the goals we have in front of us. It's not going to be easy. But we are here for this reason.
I know you're going to say we'll see day by day or game by game, but you achieved so many things in your career. But one thing is missing, that's Final Four trophy, the EuroLeague Championship. How does it excite you? Because it's just 5 wins away.
Yeah, it's true. It's just 5 wins away, but it's just 5 wins away for everybody, So it's not this, we are closer than somebody else. This is something for sure is missing, and I would really like to one day achieve it for sure. But again, it's not granted to get to the Final Four. Final Four is a very particular format. Is basically 2 days. Everything can happen in those 2 days. But before Final Four, there are playoffs. But for sure, one day if I'm going to be able to win the trophy, will be amazing. But again, as you said wisely, one day at a time, game by game.
Lastly, there are current debates about MVP or the best 5, the first team of the season. Who will be your candidates for the first 5?
For me, best 5, we were talking about this. Well, Nigel for sure, Nan Vezenkov.
3.
We were talking about this. I don't remember. Who we said?
Maybe Mike James, maybe TJ Short.
TJ Short, sorry. Okay. Yes, TJ Short. Definitely TJ Short. And then there is the 5th. It can be Edwards. If Edwards can be one. Mike James can be another one.
Too many guards in your team now.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to sound too, how can I say, too connected to this decision, but I think Gudura also deserved to be, I don't know if in the first one, but for sure in the second one. I don't know if he has the best statistics to be there. If he has this shiny statistic, I don't know.
He has good statistics.
I know for sure he has good statistics, but what has been done throughout the season with all the changes we were talking about, with all the injuries we had. He was the main guard for the second team in EuroLeague, and we are one win away. We were one win away to be first. So I think this should be also taken in consideration. So since I've seen some voting around, everybody's voting for their teammates, I would say the fifth one is Guduric.
Thank you so much. Good luck for the first fall playoffs, and then
the first playoff. Let's finish. Finish the sentence.
Maybe
here.
I'll see you just before Final Four. I hope, and I hope you will be all healthy as a team and achieve your goal. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Değerli izleyenler, Final Four öncesi, playofflar öncesi Fenerbahçe Beko'lu oyuncular Devon ve Nicolo Melli konuğumuzdu. Bizden şimdilik bu kadar. Tekrar görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın.